Okay, this is a pre-recorded video as you see indicated on the screen there, and we are in OBS, and this is what we're going to talk about today. So, here I am. Okay, the audio on this recording is being recorded through the app I'm using, which is called Demo Builder 11. So that's why here in the audio mixer you don't see any indication of the volume that I'm speaking at. So because I'm using the microphone in Demo Builder 11. The other thing is sometimes when you open up OBS, this is what you're going to see in terms of the screen. You'll see your menu bar up here. You'll see this, what they call a dock. This is your scene dock. This is your sources dock, audio mixer dock, scene transition dock, and your control dock. Now over here, normally if you were in studio mode, which is this right here, this would be highlighted, and you'd see on the left side here, you would see what they call a preview, and on the right side you see what they call program, which is your output. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to studio mode so you can see what the hell I'm talking about. And there is studio mode, and there's two of me. So in other words, this is your preview. So if I click on this, that's the next scene that's going to come up. Now, in combination with either clicking on the next scene here or on the transition scene, so if I click here, it's going to transition to that pre-recorded video logo. And you can still see me over here because we're in studio mode. This is preview. So we'll go back here. Okay, so the other thing is if I started recording, this would be highlighted. And I can do that through the Stream Deck. And we'll talk about Stream Deck later. Right now we're just talking about OBS. Now, one thing to note, and I can see right now, let's see, I don't know if I can, let's see, no, I can't move that down. But what I wanted to talk to you about is this right here, profiles. Profiles and scene collection. Profiles are the ones that you create. And in this case, I created one called tutorial videos. And unfortunately, it's not being captured at the very top of the screen. And then also, along with that, you create scene collections. And that would be labeled the same name, tutorial videos. And you can see I've created a lot. What do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 profiles and 7 scene collections for those profiles. Okay, so down here in the scenes, this is the scene collection here, you can see what I set up here. I got that pre-recorded logo, me on cam, and then we have this one. And this one here, here's the scene, and here's the sources for that scene. Okay, the camera, of course, that's me. You can, I can turn that on and off just by clicking on the little eye icon. And then the frame, same with that. See, I can turn that on and off. And then what I call my right-hand middle display, because I have 3 monitors. This one's in the middle, and it's on my right. And I can also turn that off. Okay. And then, of course, the video background, that is a background that only runs when the scene is hot. Let me see. There we go. And there you can see the background there, and it only shows. I mean, if I click on here and I turn this on, you can see that it'll start, and plus you put it in a loop. Talk about that later, okay? So we'll close that right now. I'm going to stop it actually. Okay. And then I like I said, I can turn my camera on or off. but I also set up another scene so I don't have to do that. And this is this one here, which is the full screen display without me in it. And again, I can switch to that scene, switch back. Okay, so we're going to go out of studio mode so I can show you too when you're not in studio mode. When you click on these, and the Stream Deck will not work. In other words, you can't go to the next scene because you have to be in studio mode to use the Stream Deck, you know, like I was just showing you. So we could go to the logo screen, go to here, go to here, and go to here. Now, I notice when you come on Twitch, you are always resizing you in the scene. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the background. And what I see when you go into Twitch, and this is, I can only assume you're not in studio mode when you do this, because if you were, you would not see that. And right now I have this locked, but I'm going to unlock it. And when I click on that, you'll see the red bar around me, and then I can resize it. And that's kind of what I see you doing. In other words, you're resizing it, and you're moving it, and you're moving it around, and etc. So studio mode is where you want to do that. So it's not being, when you're in live stream, it's not showing on the screen that you're resizing you. Now, here's a little note here, a little tip. To make that scene, this one you're looking at right now, full screen, you're going to go Control F, and that puts it on full screen there. Okay, so we'll turn the background back on, and I'm going to go ahead and lock that. Now, that's one thing you want to get in the habit of, is locking. He says once you set them, you want to lock them so you're not messing with them later on. So here's what I was talking about. You go into studio mode, and we can unlock this here, and then I can resize it. Well, let me turn the background off. So I can resize it, okay? So say I wanted it like that, and I want to put me down here in the corner. Okay, all right, that's good. I'm going to turn the background back on. And you can see here I'm kind of above that, so I'd want to move me down so it looks like I'm right there, okay? Now we're going to go to that scene, and there you go. So I resized it, but it wasn't showing on what was going out in the live stream. That's the important part there. And we'll come back to this one here, and because that's already unlocked, I can just go Control F and go back there, and we're back to the original one. I'm going to go ahead and lock that. Lock that. Okay, so that's just a quick one on that. So I think what I'm going to do is to do another video here, which is going to show you all this stuff here, how to set this all up. Now, it helps if you have two monitors. If you don't, okay, that's, you know, you can still use just one monitor. You just have to do things differently. And I'll try to do that in the next demo here. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, I'm going to go out of studio mode. I'm going to go back to the logo there, and we're going to go ahead and stop this, this recording. So, see you in the next video.